Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Before we even get started, I just want to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers and all of the people who leave comments and help me along this journey. It is very much appreciated, and I love every single like, comment. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate that. So I just had to take a moment to say that. So welcome if you are a returning subscriber, and if this is your very first time clicking on my video, welcome to the channel. Here we talk all things budgeting, and I'm showcasing my journey to get out of debt. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, join the family, and we can go through this together. So for today's video, I will be setting up my debt tracker to see where we are currently for the month of May. I finally got all of my numbers back, and we're gonna look at April's payments that we made and see what we're looking like. So let's just go ahead and get started. All right, I zoomed you guys in a little bit, so hopefully you can see at a better angle. As I said, we are working with April's payments that we applied and looking at May numbers, where they're at now with the interest and everything that got added. So for April, we do know, well, if you don't know, for April, I was only paying the minimums because I was in, I guess what Dave Ramsey calls storm mode, where I stopped paying any extra debt payment and I just paid the minimums. And I also was like just getting started with my debt journey. So, you know, it was this weird time. So it's not going to be a lot of progress, but any progress is better. So let us list my debts first. My smallest loan is dental. I got this one. I had wisdom teeth, 3. I was only supposed to get 1 out. I got all 3 out, and it was unexpected. So we are now looking at a balance of $344. This is always due on, when is this due? The 17th. And this has a minimum payment of $28. Now currently for this month, we are trying to get this off because if I pay this off by June, I don't accrue interest. So we're going to see that the full 28 that we applied in April, it's all here. There was no interest added. So that's that. My next smallest one is my Heartland. And this is a student loan. This is not currently a loan that is included with the 0 interest that's going on. So this one is still getting interest on it. But as of today, the balance is at $1,551. This is always due on the 10th. And this has a minimum payment of $40. Next one is the one I despise after my student loans, I guess, but it's my Wells Fargo credit card. I hate this. My balance on this is currently at $2,431. And this one was supposed to be getting a reduction because I had a vacation that I put on this credit card, and as we know, all of the concerts and stuff got canceled. So I'm waiting on a refund for a concert that I couldn't attend. They said I was supposed to have it by May 13th. Still have not gotten it. So I'm just, I don't know, like, I'm sick of this card. I hate it. You're gonna see the balance, the minimum balance that we pay with the interest that is on this card, it like doesn't even make a dent. So like I'm really trying to get rid of that. And this is always due on the 2nd, and the minimum balance I believe is $70. Next is my car loan. That balance is now currently $5,594. This is always due on the 20th of every month, and that is a minimum of $178. My car is actually the only one that I'm not like too upset about, which is weird. Great Lakes. This is my final student loan. This is the one that is included in the zero interest, but I am trying to pay it off since I'm so fortunate to work and I'm trying to benefit from the zero interest. So this balance is $22,539. This is due on the 26th of every month, and it's a minimum of $263. So let's add all this up and see where we're at. So we're looking at total debt balance of $32,459. And when we add up our minimum, $579 a month that I pay, which is ridiculous that I don't even get to enjoy. Okay, these are our numbers. So right here is where I put last month's debt total, and last month is just the starting balance. So I'm just looking back at my paper. So we had $33,099 that we were working with. And let's see how much the difference is that we were able to pay off. So that is $33,999 minus this new $32,459. So last month's payment was $640. And I think this is off because I only paid the minimum, so it should have been around this number. But I'm guessing when I did these numbers, one of these, the interest must not have kicked in. I think I started it too early. I'm pretty sure that's what I think it's my car loan. I don't think the interest accrued on the car loan for this one when I did this balance, but that's what we're gonna say we're gonna start with. So that's what it's gonna be. I am doing this thing where I just want to know how far in terms of percent I am to paying off my debt. I don't know, I feel like that would just encourage me. It's not gonna be a lot this time because, as I said, we only did minimums, so nothing drastic. So we're just gonna do this 640 divided by our starting debt, which was 33099, and percent wise it's about 2%. So much, but you know, gotta start somewhere. So I paid off 2% of my entire debt. Now I also made these papers. I like the coloring papers to motivate you and visually see how far you are because I'm a visual learner. So we're just gonna go to that page and, you know, color some stuff in, and I'll introduce it since this is like the first time everyone is seeing it. Okay, this is the jar. I've seen a lot of people use the jar. I like it, so I'm gonna try it out. This is the jar that I'm using to track my total debt. So that 33,099, this is what this jar signifies. So since we know we paid only 2% off, we made a dent, that's how much we're gonna color in for this jar. All right, that's it. I'm not the best colorer, but it gets the job done. 2%. We are starting. We are getting there. All right, and I also have individual trackers for each individual debt that I have. So now we're gonna go to that page and color that in. Okay, so here is what I call my progress tracker for each of my loans. We have dental, Heartland, the Wells Fargo credit card. On the back we have the car loan, and we have Great Lakes. So each box here signifies how much it is, so $150 for each box that we color in, and then the total payoffs are down at the bottom. And I just thought this would be a good idea for me to just see how many months it would take for each individual loan, because I know looking at that jar, sometimes I might get discouraged, like, ugh, I'm not doing anything. But if I see I paid off one, I paid off two, you know, just look back, I will feel better about that. So for dental first, we started off with this $372, and now we're down to $344. So that's $28, which was the minimum, which shows that, you know, it didn't accrue interest, which is good. So our first box is $25, and we hit it. So we're gonna go ahead and color in $25 for the dental. Oh my God, I just realized this marker could seep through the other side, and it did. Okay, that's great. I might have to reprint this and do it on their own, but you know, for the sake of this video, I'll color them in, but I have to print a new paper of this. Heartland, we started off with $15.85, and now we're down to $151. So that's $34 that we paid, which makes sense. The minimum is $40, and then the interest. Our first box is $100, so we are not coloring in Heartland. On to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, we started off with $24.56, and now we're at $24.31. You see this? This is why I hate this card. I paid $70 for the minimum, and only $25 got actually put towards that, and then interest applied the rest. Like, that right there shows my disgust for credit cards. First box for Wells Fargo is $155, so we're not coloring anything in for that. Moving on to the car loan, we started off at $5,884. We are now down to, yeah, see, my car loan, this is how I know it's off. I didn't accrue the interest on this one, but that's fine. So for the car loan, it's saying that $290. So we're able to color it in. The second box is $300. So we're just color in the $150. And when we actually hit $300, we'll color that in. I'm sorry, I will get better. Okay, and then the last one is Great Lakes. We started off at $22,802. We were able to pay off $22,539, and the whole $263 was applied because there's no interest. And Great Lakes $250 is the first one, so we can color that in. Okay. Yeah, these colors, they're gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to reprint it. But you know, for just the idea of the whole thing, I love it. We were able to pay off 3 boxes. We paid off 2% of the debt. I am happy. Even though we only did minimums, we did make a little progress. I am looking forward in June though, because we are on track to paying off this dental, so I am so excited about that. And then I have an idea about this Wells Fargo card that I'm trying to get rid of. So, you know, stay tuned for that. We'll see how things go. But this is the end of the video. If you have any questions about these loans, you can go ahead and look back at my first video to get real in-depth detail as to how I got to these numbers and how all these debts got, you know, in my hands, and how I'm going to pay it off and how long, all that stuff. So thank you all for watching. Please like the video so I know this is actually something you guys want to see. Comment any questions, and I will see you all next time in my next video. Bye.